Hey there, envoys, it's me, Kato, bringing you a guide for Avowed, this time going over the Totem of SKAEN that you can collect the pieces for in Emerald Stair, the second zone of the game. These totems you can set up at your camp for a possible of 6 bonuses coming off of this totem when it's active. Bonuses I will go over as I show you where they are. Now, I did try to set up a Kato sweep for this one too, just like the Wodaka totem, but there's going to be a little bit of backtracking as well as some quests involved, including the main quest. So I'll mention that too as we get to it. So let's start off with the totem base and go from there. We will start on the western edge of the Wildwoods at the Wildwoods Plateau Party Camp, as the outer pillars are just great visual markers. From here, as you would expect, we're heading to the Shrine of SKAEN, which can be reached by taking the pathway along the north across the Godless Bridge, and then west to this ruined tower that is wrapped up in a giant root. Clamber up the ledges, ascend the stairs, and at the platform at the very top, you may see a skull staring back at you, mounted on this totem base. This is the Schemer's offering. Now the real fun begins. We have 6 to go. For this totem piece, we're actually not going far from where we found the base itself, and remaining in the Delimgon Glade area, but going further in. Now, if you have taken part in the main quest in Emerald Stair, you'll know that it does take you to the heart of the Delimgon Glade. So how you deal with the entities that live here is totally up to you. So if you cross the crumbling root-covered bridge, watch for holes, and continue on your path off to the right, what we're looking for is a balcony on the remainder of the godless structure. And to get there, all you need to do is stick to the right path that becomes more enclosed as you go. Go a little further ahead and you'll find this route that's going over the main path. Go under it and you may notice a ramp that goes up to that route and up further to the next level. If you decide to turn left when you get up said route, there will be another spot that you can jump up via this flat rocky ledge. And this short hop gets you right up to the balcony that contains a skeletal corpse as well as the Obsidian prayer beads, which grant the bonus of critical hits dealing high poison accumulation, when the SKAEN Totem is active, of course. So for our next piece, if you're doing the Kato sweep, we'll be backtracking a little bit back past the Shrine to SKAEN towards the Grim Wetlands. So if you get out of the Delimgon Glade Chasm, go past the Godless Sinkhole. At this point, all you really need to do is follow the cliff's edge until this little chapel comes into view at swamp level, because that is our objective. However, the doors are barred, so we'll need to go into the infested camp on the cliff above, clear it out if necessary, and hop this broken bridge to get inside. And tucked down here next to the statue of Helia should be the Idol of Covert Plots, which will grant a bonus of 2 Constitution and 2 Dexterity when active. If you're interested, there's also a unique you can find in the ruins to the west of the infested camp after getting through the generator doors, but make sure you open up this barred door at the chapel first for easier access. And, oh, watch for skeletons. From the infested camp, we will be going east across the Grim Wetlands and cross the river into a greener part of the map. And just to the northeast of that river, what you're looking for is the Abandoned Farms. For this one, you don't have to even enter any of the houses, as what we need is pinned to the northeasternmost one. Around the backside of this building, you will find a barricaded door with a note pinned to this barricade by the very thing we're looking for, the Sacrificial Dagger. The effect the Sacrificial Dagger gives you, when applied to the totem, is Second Wind casts Flurry of Blows, which is normally an ability at the very bottom of the Ranger tree. We're on a roll now because all we got to do is head to the southeast across the rolling crags to Ranger headquarters, because that is where the next totem piece is. If you're looking at the entrance, if you go off to the right side and up the stairs, despite the warnings for the other soldiers around the area not to climb the tower, we're gonna climb the tower with this convenient ladder on the eastern side. The first platform you reach will kind of be like a fake out because the door next to you will be barred, but you can actually jump across in here and continue parkouring up as normal. Once reaching the balcony with the stack of crates with a potion sitting in it, here you can check around the corner to your left where there's one more platform to jump to and then a ladder to climb. And among some crates just behind the beacon, you should find the Idol of Violent Rebellion, which grants the effect of increasing your damage against skull enemies. And these are enemies that are outranking your gear quality. I don't know the number for this bonus, but I was undergeared when I was here, and it seemed to be very helpful. And while you can probably hear it, the chest nearby also contains some Audra, so be sure to grab that. Now for this next one, the mode of travel is completely up to you. I like running places a lot of the time because encounters are finite and I like destroying things with a greatsword. But we are going to the southwestern side of the map, to the ancient grotto near the Nakutetic grounds. So if you don't have the grotto's fast travel, you can start at the River Fork Beacon and head up the spiral stairs in the Godless Ruin, then heading west. Finding the grotto is simple as just following the edge of the canyon to the entrance of said ancient grotto, and our objective is inside. Now I will be showing a direct path in here, but there is a bounty target if you haven't taken them out already. But from the ledge of this first chamber when you enter, there will be a small corridor with stairs down on the southeastern side. That's where we want to go for the totem piece. First into a room with some extra spicy water that even your feet can taste. So if you jump to the rocks on the right side and then to the balcony up to the brambles and burn them away, you then only need to take a right and then a left, following the ominous green glow into this passage made for Orleans, which opens up to a resting place of a certain someone important to Emerald Stair, and you should find the Idol of Secret Hatred resting under his skeletal fingers. The bonus of this idol increases your damage against unaware enemies by 25%. Not that you need to change your build right now or anything, but in case you didn't notice, this totem is great for stealth archery. The final totem piece that we are going for is the one that is locked behind the main story of Emerald Stair during the quest Ancient Soil, which I'll do my best not to spoil. No spoiled soil here. This takes us just to Nakutetic, which is south of the Ancient Grotto, the most prominent godless ruin in the area. So once you have gained entry into the dungeon under Nakutetic, the totem piece is actually not far from where you come in. And if you have descended the short spiral stairs, the path will immediately come to a T where you'll want to take a left and activate the essence generator door nearby. Do so, and in here you'll find a watery pool that you can create a platform in with nearby frost or your own source of frost. Climb up the route to the upper level where a stone table up here will have a dagger sitting next to the Effigy Necklace. And the effect of the Effigy Necklace is after taking damage from an enemy, your next attack within 10 seconds will deal plus 20% of the original damage you received that stacks with Retribution. Retribution coming from the warrior tree with a same or similar effect. Now we've got all the pieces, the next step is up to you. If you have some dangling threads and side quests and you came down here, you're probably going to want to go do those. And the door didn't lock behind you anyway, so you can actually go to camp and set up this brand new awesome totem with all of its sick effects. Get some lore on Skaen, and if you got the Wodoka totem as well, now you get to choose between them. But I'll leave that up to you. Tell me what build you're using and which totem you prefer. And as you can expect, I will be covering the locations of the other totems in the next two areas, and you'll be able to find some tips and tricks and other stuff on the playlist here and in the description if you want more guides and sweet deets on Avowed. If you found this useful, entertaining, or both, please do whatever you see fit to show that. Among the ways you can is by supporting on Patreon, like the excellent effigies on screen now, including Wasteland Legends, Rose, and Sven. Thanks so very much for watching. I'm Kato, and your expedition to the Living Lands awaits.